Welcome to another edition of Bet with Bobano, Thursday, August 1st. Ian Cameron with you. Taking a brief moment to do a very quick show today for the few games that we have tonight in Major League Baseball. It's a light card. There's just 5 games in action. We'll get to those. I'm taking some time out of this busy day for me. And why is it a busy day? There it is on the screen. That's why it's a busy day. Tonight's the night. Tonight is the night. The 2024 NFL and college football season win totals and futures betting report will be released and posted at both Dub Club and SoBet. The Dub Club members and subscribers will get the full report, every wager in that win totals and futures report. The SoBet subscribers will get just the best bets and top plays from that report. But it will be posted tonight. I'm excited. It's a sign that football season's around the corner. We've had a pretty good run as far as results with this report over the years, and we're certainly looking for more of the same tonight with the NFL and college football season win totals and futures betting report. Again, the full report at Dub Club, the top plays only at SoBet. And a reminder, the best subscription on the board right now is the full card, every wager, high volume, Dub Club, 6 months, all sports subscription, which is currently still discounted from $400 down to $250 US. Now through to the beginning of February, you'll get the entire NFL regular season, majority of the playoffs, college football. And of course, this offer is valid right through until August 24th, which is the first day of the college football season. So if you choose to subscribe to this, in a week or 2 weeks from now, you get the Super Bowl too, because 6 months will go through the Super Bowl at that point. So you can decide to sign up for this discount anytime between now and the August 24th. It was a great NFL and college football season, over 22 units combined in both last year. Of course, the win totals and futures betting report will be part of that subscription as well. So again, $250, 6 months, all sports discount, currently at Dub Club. The other options at Dub Club are the regular prices. 1 month, all sports, $75. 3 months, all sports, $200. 1 year, all sports, $750. That's for the full card, every day, every sport. If you want the top plays and best bets only, that is for the SoBet subscription, $9.95 per month. Profitable in 8 of the last 12 days with the best bet cards at SoBet. And again, that is just $9.95 per month for that. And also with the SoBet monthly subscription, you'll actually be able to gain access to all the other sports handicappers and content providers and influencers on that platform and get their betting recommendations as well. So that's also an option for you as well. So looking forward to having that report unveiled later today. All right, let's get into this brief MLB card, and then I got to get right back to finishing off the report for tonight. Let's begin with the Baltimore Orioles and Cleveland Guardians. We've got Trevor Rogers, the lefty, someone that the Orioles acquired at the deadline from the Miami Marlins, taking on Ben Lively here for the Cleveland Guardians. We got Cleveland minus 110, minus 115, home favorites, 9 the total, shaded to the under. I don't have a strong opinion on this game. Probably lean Cleveland. Lively's been pretty good for them lately. He has pitched solid, given the team a chance to win most of his starts. Trevor Rogers, after a rough start to his season's actually started to pitch a lot better too. 2 runs or less in 5 straight starts. But I like what I'm seeing here right now from Lively for the Cleveland Guardians. We'll see if he can keep it going here. But like I said, in the last 3 starts in July, he's given up just 4 runs in 16.1 innings. That's pretty good for this Cleveland team. And Cleveland, a little bit of a rough patch for a bit, but they've started to turn it around. It's been a nice run. They've took 2 of 3 from Philadelphia last weekend on the road. They swept the mini 2-game series against Detroit. So probably lean a little bit here to Cleveland if I were to get involved in it. Cleveland would be the preferred side. I haven't bet it yet, though, and I don't know if I will. But if I did, I'd look to the Cleveland here in this one. All right, Kansas City, Detroit. We've got Seth Lugo for the Royals and Keider Montero getting the start here for the Detroit Tigers. Kansas City, pretty sizable here. Road chalk, minus 155, minus 160. 8.5 the total here in this game. Seth Lugo hasn't been as good lately. Little regression. Not all that shocking. I think it was for as good as he's pitched most of the season. I think we all kind of thought at some point Seth Lugo, was going to hit a rough patch. A lot of the peripheral numbers, a lot of the advanced statistics kind of pointed to the fact that, he was going to eventually hit a rough patch. And he's definitely hit a rough patch. 2 of his last 3 starts, he gave up 5 runs, 10 hits to Boston in 5 innings. Last start against the Cubs, 6 runs, 6.1 innings. Not very good for Lugo. Can he bounce back here? We'll see about that against this Detroit Tigers lineup. But I think Detroit can do some damage here. And again, the Royals bullpen's not the greatest by any stretch of the imagination. 4.7 bullpen ERA on the season. Been even worse, their bullpen, actually, the last 10 games, 5.46. Same thing with Detroit. Their bullpen hasn't been great. And Montero has definitely not been great. Montero's really struggled. 6.35 ERA for Montero coming into this start here tonight. So I thought it was a pretty easy decision to bet over 8.5 here. Actually, I got over 8 minus 120. I still like it at 8.5. I think we'll see runs here between the Royals and the Tigers here tonight in this game. Miami, Atlanta. We've got Meyer on the mound here for the Miami Marlins and old man Charlie Morton for the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta about a minus 200 home favorite, 8.5 the total in this game. Max Meyer for the Marlins, making his second start. Well, he made 3 starts early in the season, but returned to the rotation on July 27th, just a few days ago. Struggled with Milwaukee, gave up 3 runs, 4 hits, and 4 innings. We'll see how he fares here in this one. I mean, I've got the arrow pointing down on Charlie Morton. He is not someone that has pitched well since the beginning of July. 3 of his last 4 starts, he's given up at least 4 runs. His last start against the Mets in particular was very rough. 7 runs, 6 hits, 3 home runs allowed, lasted only 2.2 innings. A lot of his artillery, if you will, an arsenal just hasn't been good. His hard hit contact is up. He's not getting as many swings and misses with his stuff, Charlie Morton. So all kinds of issues right now for him. I think Miami could, Miami's one of those teams that you actually look, they have a winning record in their last 10 games, 6-4. Atlanta is this big of a favorite. We've seen them lose as big chalk, in the course of the last month or so. So I think what I'm going to do here is, because I don't know if I want to put all my belief and confidence in Max Meyer tonight. I'm going to do a split bet here with Miami. I'm going to do a little on the money line at plus 175. I'm also going to take a little bit of their team total, which is just 3.5 with their team total. A little bit on that over 3.5 with the Marlins team total. I don't like what I'm seeing out of Morton. And my thinking here is we can get 4 runs from this Miami team here tonight. A Miami team, by the way, that scored 6 yesterday against an excellent pitcher in Taj Bradley. 6-2 win, and they got to Taj Bradley, who had been pitching very well for the Rays lately. So I think we can get 4 runs from Miami, again, against a declining, aging Charlie Morton. So Miami team total over 3.5, split with the Marlins money line, just in case they don't win. Like, what if we see 5-4 Atlanta? I could see something like that. Whereas if you put it all on the money line, you lose. And at least if you split it between the money line and the team total, you'll at least hit the team total. So that's why I'm going to split it up here, money line and team total here with Miami. All right, St. Louis Cardinals, Chicago Cubs, Sonny Gray, Shota Imanaga. We got the Cubs minus 110. Slight home favorites, 8 the total. I'm going to be very quick here because I don't think this game is getting played. It's looking like it's going to be a potential rain postponement tonight at Wrigley Field. The forecast does not look all that doesn't look good. Let's put it that way. At Wrigley Field tonight, looks like 70 to 80% chance of rain. So there's some real doubt that we're going to not maybe get this game in, or at the very least see a rain delay tonight between these two teams. If there were no weather issues, I don't like getting involved usually with games that could be delayed by rain. If I were to get involved here, I'd probably lean Cubs. I mean, I don't like Gray's form right now. Sonny Gray, we've talked about this on this show a lot lately. He's not pitching like he did early in the season. He's fallen on some hard times. I think that Imanaga is a pitcher I trust a little bit more at this point in time. But again, I don't know if this game is going to end up getting off the ground here tonight between the Cardinals and the Cubs. So I would still lean Cubs here, but I don't expect to get involved. Like I said, don't often love the idea of betting a game that could be delayed by rain. All right, next up, interleague action. We've got the Colorado Rockies and the LA Angels last game. Angels minus 120, home favorites, 9 the total, shaded to the under. Feltner and Fulmer, the starting pitchers here. Feltner for the Rockies hasn't been nearly as bad at times, especially of late. Pitched a little bit better than we would have expected at times. And even his last start was very good against San Francisco. 1 run, 4 hits, 6 innings of work. Pitched very well in that outing. We'll see how he fares here against the Angels. It's actually going to be his first start ever in his career against the LA Angels. Do we trust Ryan Feltner is the big question. His road ERA, 4.16. It has been better than the home ERA. That's where he's had obviously more of his difficulties, more of his struggles. Meanwhile, Carson Fulmer for the LA Angels, 2.59 ERA for him. But if you look at Carson Fulmer, the last few starts, 3 runs, 5 hits, 4.2 innings against Oakland, 3 runs, 5.2 innings against Oakland again. Not great in either outing. We'll see how he fares here against this Colorado Rockies team. Low-scoring game last night. I think we might see something a little bit different here tonight in this one with the Rockies and the Angels. So over 8.5 at minus 120 is out there at a couple of books. Many others have 9, but there are a couple 8.5s still out there. If you can get the 8.5, I think the over is worth a play here tonight with the Rockies and Angels. All right, like I said, quick show, rapid fire. Still got a lot of stuff to get done today, including, of course, finishing up the report that'll be posted tonight. Looking forward to having that unleashed for everybody. Season win totals and futures betting report tonight at Dub Club and SoBet. And again, we'll just recap the 6 months all sports discount just down to $250, $150 off the regular price for a 6 months all sports subscription at Dub Club. That'll get you through to the beginning of February for most, if not all, the football season. Great results last year in football. Get on board with that. There's the regular prices on the screen as well. And if you want the smaller, shorter card on a daily basis, you're a lower volume player, lower volume better, then the SoBet Best Bet Top Play card is for you. And that is available for just $9.95 per month. All right, best bet for this Thursday, MLB slate. We finally got back on the right. It's actually been a solid week for me in baseball, but Monday and Tuesday, I did not make the right selection for best bet on the show. Yesterday, we finally got one easily. Cubs and Reds flew over the total. Let's go to that Royals-Tigers game. I think this game goes over the total. Lugo is starting to decline. Montero hasn't been good at all. 2 lineups that should be able to do some damage. Pretty good conditions for a ball game tonight at Comerica Park. Kansas City, Detroit, over 8.5, minus 110. That will be the best bet here for this Thursday MLB slate. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Timothy in the chat, again, appreciate you joining the chat and tuning into the show once again. Everyone watching on YouTube, hit the like button on the way out. And look, we've got NFL Hall of Fame game tonight. CFL, by the way, Ian Cameron's Football Frenzy. We broke down the entire CFL Week 9 card. I will throw it out there that in the preseason game tonight, there's been some line movement to Houston. I agree. I like their quarterback depth chart. They have some depth. They got guys that can come in the second half and play. We already know Chicago's ruled out all their starters. So I do think there's an advantage here for Houston in this game. The line's moved a little bit toward the Texans, but I certainly agree with it, and I understand why it did. Great stuff. Great show. Appreciate you guys joining me. I'm Ian Cameron. Enjoy your Thursday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. Bet like Tony Soprano. Bet with Bobano. And we'll see you again tomorrow on Friday for another edition of Bet with Bobano.